Well, very good afternoon and welcome as we get set for soccer from the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University as the Lady Buffs, ranked number 15 in the country, get set to take on St. Mary's. As St. Mary's, the Rattlers come in with a record of 10-3-2, 4-3-2 in LSC play, while the Lady Buffs come in with a record of 12-1-2, 6-1-2 in LSC today play so far this season. 77 degrees will be our game time. Partly cloudy to mostly cloudy conditions, but breezy today. That's going to be one of the factors in this one today. Right now, wind out of the west, southwest at 26 with heavier gusts from time to time. So that's something we're going to have to watch out for in this one today. For St. Mary's, they come into this one off a 1-0 victory over UT Permian Basin. That was last Wednesday. Junia Jerry and Megan Copeland lead St. Mary's offensively with 19 and 16 points respectively. Jerry scored 8 goals with 3 assists, while Copeland has 6 goals and 4 assists. In goal, Rebecca DeFanzio has nearly 1,200 minutes in goal over 14 games. She features a .68 goal against average, allowing 9 goals on the season with 37 saves. For the Lady Buffs, last time they were out against Eastern New Mexico on Wednesday, they came away with a 4-1 victory. Emily Avila started the game with a goal off a free kick in the last 5 minutes. A few minutes later, May Mendoza found Maria Francis Serrant for her goal of the night. Serrant stayed busy as she found another goal on a breakaway before halftime. After the second half kick, Serrant put away another to put away the sophomore. Her sophomore hat trick for the Maroon and White was incredible in that win over UT Permian Basin. So the Lady Buffs again 12-1-2 on the season, 6-1-2 in LSC play. As you take a look at the Lone Star Conference, BBU still sits in the top spot with a 9-1-1 record. Lady Buffs are next, 6-1-2. Angelo State is third, 6-2-1. St. Edward's 4-2-3. Lubbock Christian 4-2-3. And then St. Mary's 4-3-2. We'll take a timeout. We'll do so and come back with our starting lineups. But first this break on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Onside kick. Landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having the access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
Well, again, a very pleasant afternoon here at the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University as the Lady Buffs come into this one ranked number 15 in the country. And, of course, as you look at the top 10, or top 25, I should say, Dallas Baptist continues to hold on to that number 1 spot for the ladies. And, again, the Lady Buffs are ranked 15 in the country. And so Again, Angelo State has received some votes. Central Oklahoma also has received some votes in the top 25. As we look at our starting lineups for today, first for the visitors, St. Mary's, the Rattlers, it'll be Rebecca DiFranzo, and she will be in goal today from Bari, Italy. She's a sophomore, and again has had fantastic action in goal this season. Kylie Van Hol will be one of the starters along with Megan Copeland, Love Tovar, Jackie Miller, Liza Marion, Barbara Smith, Niali Selderon, Shelby Panuke, also Valerie Hoover, and as mentioned, Junie Ejeri, who is one of the people that Lady Buffs will be watching strongly out on the pitch today. As we look at the Lady Buffs starting lineups for today, Reagan Heelan back in goal, 5'6" sophomore from Kearney, Nebraska. She'll be joined defensively by Emily Avila. Also along the back lines as well will be Zoe Bean and Alexis Villarreal. Also in the middle will be Asha James along with Demarius Cruz, Maya Mendoza. Also Kendall Britton will be out there as well, along with Ashley Silvestre and Reagan Medical. And, of course, Maria Francis Serrant, the one that had a hat trick on Wednesday night as she makes her way out onto the pitch. And we are about set to get this one underway here this afternoon. Lady Buffs will wrap up their home schedule, by the way, with Senior Day on Tuesday as they will take on Oklahoma Christian. And then they'll have one more road game after that. But, again, Lady Buffs getting a couple here at home to kind of cap off this 2022 campaign. St. Mary's, the Rattlers come out and they are in their kind of gray tops, blue shorts, blue socks, and numerals that are blue trimmed with white. Lady Buffs will be in their home white uniforms, maroon numerals, and then pink socks, of course, today. Special day in honor of cancer and breast cancer awareness, and so that's going on around the university as well. Lady Buffs will be going from left to right, while the Rattlers will be going from right to left. And Lady Buffs get set to put this one in play as we are about set to get this one underway today. And so we wait for the Lady Buffs to get this one underway today. Again, wind will be an issue today, and the wind out of the west-southwest, trying to bring this across, and doing so, Lady Buffs attack. Across the midline, now quickly getting up in the zone, get over on the left side. Here's a kick over to the far side of the field. Running it down is Bean. Bean will save it in to Medical. Medical gets pushed, the ball taken away, but Lady Buffs still control it. Back over on the left side, trying to get it to Maria Francis, and that one is kicked out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. So St. Mary's puts the ball in play. They're trying to attack as they have that taken away by the Lady Buffs. We're on the far side. Medical trying to get it up, but blocked back away by St. Mary's. Lady Buffs will reset again. Medical. Reagan drives it with her left foot. Tries to get it in the middle to James. She does. Asha comes back toward the middle. Nope, comes over on the near side, trying to feed it up ahead. Trying to get it to Mendoza. Lady Buffs control it at the midline. With it is Bean. So he gets it toward the middle. There's a trip, and there is a foul call. Maria Francis Serrant was trying to break the defense, and then kind of got tripped up on that one. So Lady Buffs will put this one in play with a free kick. Emily Avila gets set to put this in, and again, this is how she scored a goal against UT Permian Basin the other day. She gets some instruction from Chad Webb. As the official marks off the wall put up by St. Mary's. Two-person wall. Avila is ready to go. Angles this one, and it's knocked out by the goalie, controlled by the Rattlers. They get it out to the near side, and that's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Lady Buffs.
Zoom in. Camera 2 go. Camera 2 ready. Camera 2 go. Ball to her. Camera 2 1. Go.
So the ball comes in. James trying to dribble through traffic, takes it toward the middle. Asha with a left foot goal, kind of weakly toward the goalie, and coming up with that one is DiFronzo.
Follow the goalie. Follow the goalie. Go focus, but you're okay. Camera 2 1 go.
So across the midline.
There you go.
St. Mary's has it, but the Lady Buffs take it away. There's a steal. Pass over to James. James now attacks. James tries a shot toward the corner, but that's going to be off to the left.
Camera 2 get Asha. Camera 2. Camera 2 ready. Camera 2 go. Yeah, just stay on Asha for a minute. Alright, camera 1 ready. Camera 1 go.
So there's a trying to get it out to the near side, but again the wind is just
Bad ball.
causing some havoc today. Lady Buffs with a throw in. Mendoza gets it in. Controlled by Mendoza in the corner. Tries to get it back toward in the middle, but that one is not there.
Goalie has a goalie. It's okay.
Some action on the far side. It'll be a throw in for the Lady Buffs. Trying to get it to medical, and that one's going to be kicked away and out of bounds, and that so will be a throw in for St. Mary's. The Rattlers get it up ahead. There's a head. A header up ahead, trying to find some room to maneuver. Lady Buffs with the steal. Silvestre controls it over to the near side. Now Mendoza gets it up ahead to James. James kind of dribbling through, now trying to feed it over on the far side to Medical. Medical's going to have that taken away. Scramble for the loose ball. St. Mary's controls it. Trying to go on the far side of the field. Liza Marion. Pass toward the middle, trying to lob it up, but that's going to be kicked out of bounds, and so that'll be a Lady Buff throw in.
Alright, go and get that throw in too.
So Lady Buffs will throw it in on the far side.
Camera 2 ready. Camera 2 go. Yeah, follow number 11. Camera 1 ready. Zoom in all the way, camera 1. Camera 1 go. Tilt down.
So this one's going to hit the far sideline once again, and St. Mary's will throw it back in.
Zoom in 1. There you go.
Ball controlled by St. Mary's. The Rattlers get into the corner, taken away by the Lady Buffs, then knocked out of bounds. And so
Camera 2 ready.
that one went out of bounds first, so they're going to say that's a goal kick. So Regan Heelan will put this one in play.
Camera 1 ready. Camera 1. Go. Whoa, camera 2, what are you doing?
It's not what she's doing.
So again, the ball just, you can see with the wind. Again, it goes out of bounds. The far side.
Camera 1, move left.
So St. Mary's will get it. They'll send it to the right corner. trying to control it over there. Lady Buffs with it. Medical back to the middle. Looks. It gets it to Villarreal. Alexis brings it across the midline, then back toward the middles. Both teams trying to find a rhythm here. Driving it over in the corner. Coming up to make the theft was Avila. Let's get it over on the right side of Medical. Reagan. Bring it across toward the middle. Feeds it up ahead. James kicks it back to Medical, or excuse me, Maria Francis Saron kicked it back to Medical, and it goes out of bounds. The wind is an issue for both teams today. Lady Buffs control it. Bean over on the near side gets it to Mendoza. Mia tries to dribble around the defender, gets around her, now sprints up ahead, takes it toward the middle, continues on. Oh, and she's tripped up, and that is going to be a foul called on St. Mary's. So free kick for the Lady Buffs. We watch the replay here. Again, you can see Maya Mendoza driving it toward the middle, and there's a trip. And that's what the referee called, and so it'll be a free kick for the Lady Buffs as he marks off the wall right here. And coming up to put her foot into it, Emily Avila. Avila, the senior from Albuquerque. Again, the 5-minute mark on Wednesday was able to get the first goal of the game for the Lady Buffs on a kick similar to this. Puts her foot into it. Oh, and that bounces off the wall. It's a live ball. Goes over from the far corner. And that'll be a corner kick for the Lady Buffs. It should be, anyway, and that's what they're pointing. And maybe a throw-in. In fact, not a corner kick, but a throw-in instead. So the Lady Buffs will get set to put this in play. Get Medical. Tries to lob it inside to James. St. Mary's takes it away, goes out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick. So in it comes once again. Attacking toward the middle. St. Mary's has it. Coming up to grab it is Heelan. She has it and will hold it. Fall on it. And wait for everybody to clear. Kicks it over on the near side. It's going to be kicked back to Heelan. She'll lob this one out. Close to the midline. St. Mary's gets it back toward their end of the offense. Lady Buffs have it. Attacking. Kick it up ahead. With it. Cruz goes over. Try to get it over on the right side. But then again, wind caught it. Carries it out of bounds. And so that'll be a throw-in quickly the other way for St. Mary's. They're attacking quickly. Getting it back for the Lady Buffs is Kendall Britton. Pflugerville sophomore gets it in play. James has it. Now she'll attack. There's Maria Francis on her right. Tries to feed it toward that direction, but St. Mary's with the theft. James again goes back, again doubled up, and has the ball taken away. Rattlers have it taken back away by the Lady Buffs. There's a header in the wrong direction, but St. Mary's able to control it until the Lady Buffs come up and make the theft. Britton over on the left side of Medical. Medical now drives it toward the middle. Reagan looks, gets around the defender. Left foot shot, it just missed. She had a good angle on that one, kind of was falling as she tried to put her foot into it and just unable to do so. She had a good opportunity driving it there on the left side. So it becomes a goal kick for DeFranco. Rebecca comes to the near side for St. Mary's. Try to get it up ahead and do. They find Celadon. Now into the middle. Attacking over on the right side. That's going to be kicked out of bounds by... Let's see what the call is here real quick. I think they're just going to call that off of St. Mary's. And one of their players said that, no, that was off of a Lady Buff, but nevertheless, Lady Buffs will put it in play. So Heelan gets set, puts her right foot into it across the midline, and then you can see how that wind just kind of holds it up and pushes it over to the far side of the field and it goes out of bounds. So St. Mary's will have a throw in. Again, wind blowing across today, and that's just an issue for both teams. James trying to control it, but it goes out of bounds, so that'll be so a throw in for St. Mary's. So now Lady Buffs will throw it in. Again, when you're going on the far side of the field, the wind's going to push everything out of bounds. There's a header back by St. Mary's. Scramble for it. Lady Buffs control and come out of it. They blasted toward the middle, and the goalie, Franzo, will come up with it. Rebecca will kick it over to the near side. Toward the middle. Lady Buffs make the theft. They try to feed it up ahead. Trying to get it to James, but just too far out of her reach. So it comes back the other way for St. Mary's. Lady Buffs control it again, medical. And St. Mary's again with the theft. We played 15 minutes so far in this first half. No score between St. Mary's and the Lady Buffs here on the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M. This one trying to feed over to the near side, but that's going to be out of bounds, and a throw-in for West Texas A&M. Zoe Bean will get set to throw this one in. Lobs it up ahead. Trying to get it to Maria Francis. Silvestre trying to get around the defender. It's kicked up ahead. Gets by Avila. There's a scramble for it. Coming up, Heelan knocks it away the other way. St. Mary's trying to get it, but Lady Buff's able to run that one down and kick it up ahead. St. Mary's attacks the other way. Over on the near side, and that's Cully Von Hull. She'll drive it in the corner, and that one is going to be kicked out off the end line, so it'll be a goal kick for the Lady Buffs. So as Heelan gets set, Jerry's staying close, just in case it's a missed kick. That's fed back to the middle. Lady Buffs control it. Trying to drive it is Avila. She is tripped up. Avila's asking on the foul on that one. You watch here. Contact, and then here's the trip. Kind of just took her feet out from under her. Avila was asking for a little stiffer penalty on that. James has it in the middle. Brings it over to the near side, trying to get it to Maria Francis. Taken away by St. Mary's. Rattlers attacking the left side. Get it up quickly to Jerry. From Weatherford. Kicks it over on the right side. Now they try to feed it up ahead. And that's going to be offsides on St. Mary's. So free kick for the Lady Buffs. And so Emily Avila will put this in play. Up ahead. Lady Buffs still control it. Britton comes over to the near side. Now with it is Zoe Bean. Bean will go across the midline. Waits for the pressure to come to her. She still controls it. Up on the near side trying to get it to Mendoza, but just let her too much. A substitution coming in for St. Mary's. So coming in is Sydney Varela, freshman from El Paso. She comes in for Barbara Smith, who sits down. Lady Buffs Mendoza takes it away, kicks it back. And just in a defensive posture, Varela kicks it back to the goalie. DeFronzo tries to get it out. Now we'll put it in play. She'll boot it here on the right side. It's going to be controlled by the Lady Buffs, Mendoza. Dribble around the person. She's tripped. No, telling her play on. Said that she kicked the ball first. So here's the attack. Over on the right side, trying to get it over on the right side in the corner, but that goes out of bounds, and so that'll be a Lady Buff throw in.
We're going to do a replay.
And again, you see as we'll try again later on the replay. Here's the throw in. It's going to be hit out of bounds, and they say that's a St. Mary's throw in. Quickly getting it up in the middle, trying to dribble through traffic. Here's a shot, and coming away with it. Nice save by Reagan Heelan. She gets it over on the far side, and controlling it will be Kendall Britton. Britton kicks it up to the midline. St. Mary's with the theft. The Rattlers control it, coming back the other way. Trying to get it in the corner. There's a shot that goes on top of the goal. And was Eliza Marion trying to get a left-footed shot in there, but that one goes just on top of the goal. Becomes a goal kick. Marion, a sophomore from Park City, Utah. Heelan has this one. Headed back by St. Mary's. They control it, coming over toward the middle. This was going to be lobbed over the goal. And again, it's going to be Marion who runs it down, left foots it back again, and that's going to go behind the goal. So another goal kick for the Lady Buffs. Again, Lady Buffs, a big 4-1 win on Wednesday night, while for St. Mary's, they had a 1-0 win over UT Permian Basin. And I said the Lady Buffs, I think I said that earlier, but they beat Eastern New Mexico 4-1 on Wednesday. Mendoza controls it, kicks it up ahead, trying to feed up to Sarant. Maria Francis will attack, kicks it in the middle to James. James dribbles, left foot, kick, not enough juice on that one. So it's an easy stop by Franzo. She gets it out on the left side. And attacking up, Kendall Britton will run this one down, lets it go out of bounds, and it'll be a Lady Buff throw in. Just under 23 minutes left to play in the first half. Whoa, there's a full tackle there the other way. Throw in for the Lady Buffs. So we wait as they get set to throw this one in. WT Athletics would like to thank Texas Farm Bureau Insurance for their continued support. Texas Farm Bureau members receive free tickets to all WT home sporting events. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of the Buffaloes. This will be a free kick for the Lady Buffs. Avila puts her right foot into it. Trying to feed it up ahead. Gets it up to James. Asha along the left side. Now comes back toward the middle. A couple of players able to take that one away for St. Mary's. Scramble for a loose ball. Lady Buffs have it. But going to call a foul on that one. So it'll be a free kick for St. Mary's. Get it back to DeFranco. Feeds it up ahead. St. Mary's now attacking. Comes over on the near side and has a nice lead up ahead. Here's a shot. Oh, trying to control it. It got away from her, Eliza Marion. And then they've got a collision out front with Mendoza. And you watch this. Here on the replay, you see a nice save near side, and then they get it out to Mendoza, and she is going to be tackled from behind. Now Mendoza has it down the right corner, tries to feed it up ahead, gets it to James. Asha trying to work it back in the box, comes over to Mendoza. Mendoza, as it comes over on the Silvestre, will control it. She'll bring it over to Mendoza, and that's going to be kicked out of bounds. Oh! They're going to say that's off of WT. Right in front of the WT coaching staff, and they disagreed. It did look like it went off of St. Mary's player. Lady Buffs control it, though, on the inbound. Bean kicks it toward the middle. Scramble for the loose ball. Coming away with it. Cruz over on the left side now with it. WT attacks toward the middle. Cruz has it. Kicks it down the corner. Ria Francis Saron controls it back. Britton comes over on the near side. Bean lobs it up ahead. It's going to be controlled by St. Mary's. It's headed back by Avila. Mendoza just lost it. So throw in for the Rattlers. And bad throw in. So everybody alerted the officials. They already caught it. So now it'll be a free throw in for the Lady Buffs. So Zoe Bean gets set to put this one in. 5'9" freshman from Hutto. Gets it up ahead to James. Asha attacks. Goes on the right side. As it tripped up. Goes out of bounds. Lady Buff throw in. Mendoza trying to get it to James. But the Rattlers take it away. They clear it toward the midline. Lady Buffs take it back the other way. Now they feed it over. Attacking to Golden. Golden shot. And that one goes in the corner. James has it back. She lobs it up, trying to get a header in there, but that's going to be lobbed away by St. Mary's. Britton trying to control it. St. Mary's comes away, trying to feed it up ahead. It's going to be headed across the way by Bean. Coming back the other way for the Lady Buffs. Avila gets it on the right side to Mendoza. Mendoza takes it in the middle, trying to feed James, but James quit her route on that one, and so that was taken away by St. Mary's. Rattlers come back the other way, but Bean will grab this one at the midline. Feeds it up ahead to Silvestre. Ashley will dribble through. A lot of contact, and there's a theft by St. Mary's. Scramble for the loose ball. It's kicked up ahead. They get it out quickly. Over on the near side. Bean comes back with it. Tries to go to the middle. Lobs it over to Mendoza. Mendoza has it taken away by St. Mary's. There's a scramble for the loose ball. Free kick. Foul on Mendoza. And so St. Mary's will have the free kick. Rattlers get set to put this one in play. Megan Copeland puts her left foot into it. That's going to be headed up. Nicely done by Jerry, but it goes out of bounds, and so becomes a goal kick. 17 minutes left to play in the first half. No score here between St. Mary's and West Texas A&M. They'll start conference action here at the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M. It's cleared up on the right side. Now they kick this back toward DeFranzo, and she'll put it in play for St. Mary's over on the near side. Back to DeFranzo. James puts pressure on her, so she has to kick it up across the midline. It's kind of a bicycle kick, and I think they're going to call a foul on that. In fact, they're going to call a yellow card on that one. That's going to be called on Alexis Villarreal, 5'10" sophomore from Mansfield. And so, again, kind of a bicycle kick, but when you give it up like that, you really can't stop the defender from trying to come in and knock the ball away. And so a yellow card for Villarreal. The official gets set to put this one in play. I'd like to thank Amarillo National Bank for their support of WT Athletics. Amarillo National Bank, locally owned, family strong, and here to stay. And now St. Mary's will put it in play. That's lobbed up ahead. Here it's going to be kicked over the right side of the goal, but out of bounds. And so that'll be a goal kick for the Lady Buffs. Reagan Heeland, sophomore from Kearney, Nebraska, gets set to put this one in play. Boots it over on the near side. Scramble for the ball. St. Mary's comes away with it. Trying to attack, trying to get it over on the right side. There's a shot on goal. That's taken away by Heelan, but Love Tovar, the junior from El Paso, put a good foot into that one. And then St. Mary's attacks it back toward the middle again. Avila gets this one out. Cruz trying to control it. Scramble over on the right side. Along the sideline. Goes out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for the Lady Buffs. Canyon Chamber of Commerce is a proud partner of WT Athletics. Canyon Chamber works with local businesses to provide economic growth for the city of Canyon. Thank you for the continued support of WT Athletics. Over on the near side with it. Copeland brings it up, kicks it over to Marion. Marion has it tipped away by Lady Buff defenders. Mendoza is trying to drive it up ahead and can't get it. So it'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. Jerry heads that one back toward the middle of the field. Lady Buffs control it. Maria Francis Serran over to James. James trying to give it back. Does to Maria Francis, but then it's taken away. Scramble for the ball. Goes out of bounds, and there'll be a throw-in for the Lady Buffs. Mendoza Tries to get it into Maria Francis. She kicks that one out of bounds. So we have a substitute coming in. Paige Nelson, freshman from Chandler, Arizona, makes her way in and gives Ejeri a bit of a breather. Controlling it, James has it. Now at the top of the box, goes over on the right side, trying to feed it. Here's a shot, nope. Here's a feed over on the right side of Mendoza. Mendoza has it go off of her. Let's see which way the official say. He's going to say a corner kick. And so that'll be the Lady Buffs with their first corner kick of this match. So coming over will be Reagan Medical, who will put this one in play. So Reagan Medical comes out to the near side with it. Silvestri takes it over in the middle. Silvestri has it, lobs it toward the goal, and that's going to be Franzo coming away with a nice save. Buffs had kind of cleared that out. Silvestri trying to get it up in the middle, just could not. So St. Mary's will try to get it up toward the midline. Lady Buffs find to take that one away. Scramble at the midline. The Rattlers control it, feed it up ahead. Now trying to get it. Coming up, Zoe Bean with a nice stop for the Lady Buffs. Kicks that one out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. So St. Mary's slowly works it toward. They're going to give it a free kick instead. So St. Mary's gets set to put this in play. This will be Megan Copeland. It's Copeland. Will put her left foot into it. Lobs it up over everyone, trying to get it in the corner. Scramble for it. Ball still scrambled around and then knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say corner kick for St. Mary's. So getting set to put this one in, Valerie Hoover. But lines up in front of the goal. Now they clear it out. And that's going to be headed up, and then hit out of bounds. Let's see, that may be a corner kick again. It is for St. Mary's, as the Lady Buffs knock that one away. So we go to the other side. And this will be Megan Copeland. As Copeland gets set to put this one in play. Now everybody from St. Mary's clears out of the box. They line up. Now everybody advances. And that one goes over the top of the goal, goes out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for the Lady Buffs. 10 minutes left to play in this first half. Coming in for the Lady Buffs will be Brooke Ross Kelly. Ross Kelly, the senior from Highland, Utah, and from Scottsdale Community College, comes in. And we'll give Demarius Cruz a bit of a breather. So Lady Buffs put this one in play. Again, credit St. Mary's. They've kept it in their end here in the last few minutes. Lady Buffs trying to counter that now and work it up the field. Get it up ahead to Saran, but it gets away from her. So scramble for the loose ball down in the corner. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Lady Buffs. Again, St. Mary's trying to attack, but Lady Buffs get it across and then gets to that wind and goes out on the far sideline. So it'll be a throw in for the Rattlers. And trying to move up toward the midline. The official says move back, move back, move back. Now throw in for the Rattlers. Lady Buffs headed up the other way. Come over on the near side with us, Silvestre. Back to James, trying to get it over. Rio Francis Serrant. Now goes back to Ross Kelly. Ross Kelly comes on the right side. Mendoza takes it toward the middle. Tries to feed it up ahead. But that's taken away by St. Mary's, headed back by the Lady Buffs. Scramble for the loose ball. Ross Kelly kicks it over to the left side. Silvestre slides down. Actually, that was Villarreal that slid down, trying to keep that one going. Here's a pitch on the right side by St. Mary's, running this one down. It's going to be Sydney Rarely toward the middle. Heelan comes up and grabs it. Now she's going to let everybody clear out and kind of reset. Puts her foot into it, and again, Wynn holds it up. Scramble in the middle. Lady Buffs come away, feed it up to James. James dribbles across, takes it toward the middle, tries to get around the defenders, does. Goes over to the left side. James, left-footed kick. Just misses. Great opportunity. That one just missed. She tried to take it over to the left side. Goalie puts it in play, then gets it back, comes over on the near side. And that's going to be a throw-in for the Lady Buffs. Quickly they get it in. Maria Francis gets it back to Ross Kelly. To Bean. So feeds it up. Here Francis comes over to Mendoza on the right side. Megan attacks. Kicks it toward the middle of the goal. Gets it to Asha James. She still controls it. Falls down, trying to control it. Silvestre over on the left side. Medical is pushed down, and no, they're saying play on. Ooh, man, that was, didn't see the ball being touched first. And now that's a late whistle. Medical's pointing to the other one, saying, man, that should have been called a while ago. Be a free kick for the Lady Buffs. Watch on the replay here. James tries to control it. Taking it over to the left side. Medical is just taken down, and they said play on. And that's what she was complaining about. So Emily Avila gets set to put this one in play. Vila toward the goal, headed up. It's, oh, nice stop by DeFranzo. Rebecca with a nice jab at that one. Able to come away with it. Buffs trying to head it in the corner, just could not. Again, nice defensive stop by Rebecca. Quickly up. St. Mary's attacks. Just under 5 minutes left to play in this first half. Goes out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for the Lady Buffs. No score between St. Mary's and the Lady Buffs here at the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University. Rayburn Reynolds has proudly served the Amarillo area for over 30 years. WT Athletics would like to recognize Rayburn Reynolds for their continued support of our athletics. Ball gets thrown in. St. Mary's comes away with it. Over on the right side, Bean heads that one back for the Lady Buffs. Silvestre over to Medical. Reagan tries to kick it up ahead. It's going to be a throw-in for St. Mary's. Substitute coming in for St. Mary's is Alexis Garcia. She's a senior from West Covina, California. And she'll come in for Kylie Van Hall, the grad student from Midland. Ball comes in. Lady Buffs control it. Now St. Mary's comes away with it. Ooh, scramble for the loose ball. That's kicked off the player's face. There's still a loose ball out there, and they're going to say that's a throw-in for St. Mary's.
Move on to.
So they get set to throw it in.
Go to one. Go to throw.
St. Mary's controls it, lobs it toward the goal. Bean kicks it out of there. Over on the near side. Lady Buffs come away with a theft. Nicely done. Maria Francis will now advance quickly across the midline as James up ahead on her left. Now James will switch and go to the right side. Maria Francis trying to control it. Dribbles over through the traffic. Now tries to feed it up to James. James has it. Gets it back to Ross Kelly. Back to James. James will lob it up on the near side, trying to get it to Mendoza, but it's going to be headed out by St. Mary's. Mendoza runs it down, kicks it to the back line. Bean controls it. Zoe gets it up ahead. Oh, nice lob kick over on the near side of Mendoza. Nicely done from Silvestre. And that goes out of bounds, kicked out by St. Mary's. So it'll be Lady Buffs. Let's see if they're going to be a throw-in. Yeah, there's going to be a throw-in right down in the right corner. Mendoza will do it. Comes back. Maya looks, goes back to Bean. Bean kicks it up, try to get it to Ross Kelly, but taken away by St. Mary's. They'll just boot it across the midline, back on the other end. 2 minutes left to play in this first half. Elam puts it in play. Kendall Britton gets it over on the near side to Villarreal. Vila comes over to Bean. Bean to Ross Kelly. Ross Kelly will take it down in the corner, trying to feed it to Mendoza. Maya dribbles around. Oh, got pushed. So got tackled. And that's going to be out of bounds, and that should be a corner kick for the Lady Buffs. So Asha James will get set to put this one in play. Lets the Lady Buffs get set up, puts it in. There's the boot. It's headed out by St. Mary's. Medical controls it, lobs it up toward the goal, and that's going to be out of bounds. 1:10 left to play in this first half. It's scoreless. Lady Buffs and St. Mary's. The Rattlers control it right now. DeFranzo will put this one in play. Kicks it out to the midline. Kendall Britton will control it. Goes out of bounds, and that's going to be a Lady Buff throw-in. They get it in quickly. Maria Francis. Silvestre goes back to the near side, try to feed it up ahead. Lady Buffs control it. James has it. Now she attacks. Ashley has it up on the near side. That's going to be taken away by St. Mary's. They'll get it up across the midline. It's a kick, trying to get it over, trying to feed it over, but had a player coming over from the right to the left side. Trying to get it up ahead. 1 second, and that's going to be the half. So no score in this first half of play. Very entertaining first half, though, nevertheless, between St. Mary's and the Lady Buffs. An important Lone Star Conference matchup between these two today, but we'll take a halftime and let teams sort things out. We'll also have a halftime interview with Michael McBroom. Will be coming your way as well. But first, this break. No score here from the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M. We'll take a timeout, do so, and come back and have that interview, and then we'll also go through some halftime statistics. This is the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Welcome back to the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University. Lady Buffs and St. Mary's in a scoreless tie here this afternoon in our first half of play. You know, one thing we really didn't mention as we got into this one, too, of course, Chad Webb in his 13th season with the Lady Buffs. And Coach Kevin Driggs is in his second and third season, I should say, with the Rattlers. Of course, Kevin, former assistant coach here with West Texas A&M University, so he knows Chad Webb and knows the style they like to run quite effectively, fairly easily, and so again, that is something that he can defend a little more than not. Again, we have a halftime interview with Michael McBroom. Let's go ahead and go to that, and then we'll come back and look at our stats from the first half. But first, this interview with the athletic director for the Buffaloes, Michael McBroom. Okay. Michael.
Bryce, good to see you.
Good to see you. Have a seat. Well, here we are, fully into fall, and you got teams right now that are just doing phenomenally well.
So far.
Yes, you don't want to I don't want to jinx it. I understand that. But yeah, talk about this fall, how it's kicked off and how things have gone.
Yeah, you know, it's been, I feel like this is the first fall that we're fully out of COVID, which has been, that's kind of been recording, like, wow, I remember what this feels like now. The players and the coaches is the same thing. We're traveling normal. We're not doing the testing. We're getting beat up and having to run people in, different depth chart and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, winning a lot of the games we're playing. So those are all really good things. And attendance and fan support is back to where we were in 2019, which is another great sign.
Right. And so that's kind of that barometer, too. Everybody's comparing to 2019 because of everything that's happened years in between. So from a positive standpoint, that's good to be back to those numbers. I guess from the future look standpoint, what do you want to do to grow those numbers a little bit more?
In terms of attendance and things like that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're back as an administrative staff, we're back to full strength, which we haven't been in 3 years. So we have full-blown marketing crew. We brought our corporate salespeople back in-house. We'd outsourced it for a period of time.
Right.
And what I've seen since we've done that about 6 months ago is we have a lot more synergy in the office, a lot more ideas. So what you'll see us doing are more engagement with students. The retention at WT from freshman to sophomore year is at like a 40-year high this year.
Oh, wow.
And part of that is, one, the faculty's done a great job in getting re-engaged with students from the offline, where you're doing your stuff online, now you're back in person. That certainly helps. But from our standpoint, more contests, more promotions, more games. And I think everything fuels off of the students. The adults, the old people like you and I, don't take, we're the same boat.
I'm fine.
But we have more fun when we see young people having fun, right? So the goal is to get more students at the games, and we're seeing that so far this year. Students are making up 25 to 50% of our attendance figures, which is phenomenal for us, and goes again back to the 2019, 2018 numbers.
Right. One of the things that always takes place too is the continual growth, and there are a lot of different avenues that you have as far as growth is concerned. But when you kind of look at where you're at right now and some of the phases that you have going on as far as the teams themselves, or more importantly maybe facilities, what are you looking at right now as far as growth and what's coming down the road?
So a couple of things. On the facility side, we're We're in the pre-construction phase of the Bain Athletic Center expansion, so that'll be meeting rooms for all the teams, brand new Hall of Champions, theater-style seating to watch games if we want to have watch parties, and new offices for the football staff. And then we partnered with Kids Inc. With a project that's going to be kind of right there on the loop.
Right.
The indoor piece of that, the indoor track, that's the one we were interested in from our competitive standpoint. The indoor track, we believe in Amarillo will drive a lot of tourism dollars and revenue for that facility and the community. That for us, it allows us to compete without traveling, which is a huge benefit to us. And so we're going to be a financial player in that, and we're excited about that. Probably, internally, the big things for us and what I have on my radar, we need to strengthen our sports medicine staff with additional staffing. Sports medicine and athletic performance, our strength side, that's the backbone of everything that we do. And with all the new requirements with sports medicine on it, we need to add a few more staff members. So I'd like to bolster that up so we can give even greater service to our student athletes.
Final question, too, as we've talked about the fall and how things have been going, you also have winter now beginning to ramp up with basketball and everything else. And so how do you get all the parts and pieces to work with all sports action going on right now?
Well, right now, from October 15th through the 1st of December, it's a rough go.
Yeah.
Or fun, one of the two.
Yeah.
We'll have everybody playing at one point or another, and we're sad when one of the fall sports season ends, but the other aspect of that as well, it's freed up and now we can get ready. We have a similar window in February and March as the spring sports keep going and basketball's still going. So it's not like we're not used to it, we're kind of built to do it. But it is a tribute to our staff that long hours are okay. I hope that they take time for themselves when we have some downtime. This week has been a pretty quiet week, and there haven't been a lot of people around the office, and for that I'm thankful. Like, you catch your breath. But this next stretch that we're coming up on here with potentially hosting volleyball championships and soccer playoffs, and you never know what happens with football. We're in a place right now that if we win out, I think we have a really good shot, and I think we have a chance to win out. So, of course, we take it game by game.
Sure.
It's a busy time.
One of the best athletic directors in the country, in my opinion, Michael McBurn. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons. We live for this.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your health care needs.
Well, welcome back to the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University. Lady Buffs and St. Mary's are knotted in a 0-0 tie here at the half. Both teams getting in some instruction and getting ready to get this second half underway. We look at our statistics from the first half. Shots in favor of the Lady Buffs. They were ahead 7-3. Shots on goal, Lady Buffs also controlled that one. 4 shots on goal to 1 for the Rattlers. Rattlers, of course, 4 saves, 1 for the Lady Buffs. Fouls in favor of the Rattlers, 6-3. Very aggressive game in this first half. Both teams going after it pretty hard. And then corners, 2 apiece for both teams. And offsides, we can tell you just off the cuff that the Rattlers had 2 offsides compared to the Lady Buffs in that first half. The reason why this obviously is so important is because of the Lone Star Conference standings, and the way they sit right now, DBU is in first place with a 9-1-1 record. Lady Buffs are second, 6-1-2. Angelo is third, 6-2-1. St. Edwards, 4-2-3. Lubbock Christian also 4-2-3. And St. Mary's 4-3-2. So important matchup for both teams in this one today. And again, both teams trying to be aggressive offensively, getting some opportunities, getting some looks. And so the Lady Buffs did a pretty decent job, though, of trying to keep it away, in particular from Junia Jerry. And so kept it away from that senior from Weatherford. And so that was a nice job defensively by the Lady Buffs. Some other action going on around the Lone Star Conference. Lubbock Christian leading St. Edwards 1-0. That is in the 41st minute. Also, Dallas Baptist now just scored. They were tied with Texas A&M International, but they just scored in the 41st minute. In volleyball action, WT, of course, in action today. They are just getting set to get underway here against Eastern New Mexico. Also, East Central leads Midwestern 1-0. And Texas A&M and Angelo are getting set to get their set underway here at the Janelle Center momentarily. And so that action is going on as well. And Lubbock Christian and Cameron also getting set to get underway here in just a few moments as well. So that's some of the action going on around the Lone Star Conference. Again, here it's a 0-0 tie here at the half between the Lady Buffs and St. Mary's. And so the Rattlers coming in to this one, kind of a road contest for them. And I say that because they have been on the road a little bit. And so, again, another contest up here for St. Mary's as they take care of this one today. And then they go to UT Tyler on the 25th before they finish up at home against Lubbock Christian. For Lady Buffs, of course, they are home today. Then they are home on Tuesday. That's senior night, Tuesday night, Oklahoma Christian. Then next they play at Texas A&M International, and that will be on Friday. So they'll get set to play Texas A&M International on Friday. That'll be a 2:30 matchup Friday afternoon for their last LSC matchup. And so we're set to get the second half underway. Both teams make their way out here to the pitch. Lady Buffs again in the home white, and the Rattlers in the gray tops, blue shorts. They will put it in play here to start the second half. The Rattlers will be going from left to right. Lady Buffs will be going from right to left. And so Lady Buffs pretty much the same setup they had to start this one, other than they started Demarius Cruz, and so the senior got to play for quite a bit in that first half. Before coming in to spell her was Brooke Ross Kelly, and Ross Kelly, the senior from Highland, Utah, will stay out there here to start the second half of play. So both teams are out. St. Francis waits for the official as he checks with both goalies. They say they're ready to go. And so putting it in play, here comes St. Mary's as they attack on the left side. It's going to be controlled by Bean over in the corner. Now St. Mary's comes back. tries to send this one over, and the Lady Buffs come up and make the theft. Medical has it, kicks it up ahead, and trying to slide away from it. Ross Kelly has it, gets it over to James. Asha tries to lead up ahead, trying to get it to Maria Francis, and just kicked it too far. So it goes into the goal, to the goalie, I should say. And so coming out with it is Franzo, gets it over on the left side. And so now St. Mary's attacks the other way. Pretty much a cloudy afternoon here in Canyon, Texas. 77 was our game time temperature. And winds were out of the west-southwest at 26 miles an hour, so a very windy, gusty day. Controlling it, Maria Francis Saran has Medical on the left side, goes over the right side to James. James dribbles through into the middle, try to get it back to Maria Francis, and that one is knocked away. So it comes over on the near side for St. Mary's. Attacking, trying to feed it up ahead for the Rattlers was Jackie Miller. Scramble for this one. St. Mary's kicks it back. They still control it at the midline. Coming over to the near side is Shelby Panagua, freshman from Cibolo, Texas. Now goes up on the near side, trying to attack there, but before Kendall Britton kicks that one back. Scramble on the inside. And with that is Barbara Smith. Here's a shot on goal. Heelan comes away with it. So Reagan Heelan will bring this one out, put it in play, launches it. It's going to be controlled by Maria Francis. She'll get it up on the near side with it. Silvestre. As she goes up to James. There's a header. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. And that will go off of Alexis Villarreal. And so it'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. Rattlers had that one out of bounds, so now it'll be a throw-in for the Lady Buffs. Kendall Britton will put this one in play. Lobs it up ahead. That's going to be headed up by St. Mary's. They control it. Ross Kelly, though, makes the theft. Silvestre kicks it way up across the midline and over on the far side as it goes out of bounds. And so that'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. So the Rattlers get set to throw this one in, try to lob it up ahead. It's going to be headed up. Lady Buffs take it at the midline. Trying to come over to the near side. Scramble for the loose ball. That's kicked back. And so Reagan Heelan will put this in play. Launches this one up toward the midline. Scramble for the loose ball. Ross Kelly kicks it over on the right side. Gets it up to James. So dribbles it toward the middle of the field. Comes up, gets around the containment. Now takes it into the corner, tries to go there, and sliding down to come away with it is the goalie, Rebecca DeFranzo. And she will put it back in play. Ross Kelly, though, gets it over on the near side. Silvestre. Over to Mendoza. Back to Ross Kelly. Trying to feed it up ahead. And this one will be, Heelan will get it up to Kendall Britton. Feeds it in the middle. Kendall kicks that one up. Silvestre launches it ahead to James. Trying to cross over, but that's taken away by St. Mary's. Kicked out of bounds, and so it'll be a Lady Buff throw-in. Lady Buffs get set to throw this one in. Bean will get it in. It's going to be kicked back to Heelan. Reagan will go over to the right side to Bean, goes to the middle. Villarreal leads that one up ahead to James. She tries to lob it up on the near side, trying to get it over to Maria Francis Saron. 5'9" sophomore from Trinidad and Tobago, just couldn't get over there to run it down. Medical steps around the defender, keeps it toward the middle, but that's going to be checked. Scramble for it, taken away by St. Mary's. Lady Buffs attack with it. Villarreal goes toward the middle. It's going to be headed up. Lady Buffs try to get it. Now, St. Mary's controls it the other way. Over on the near side, trying to take it down in the corner. Barbara Smith goes with the right foot into the corner, has that knocked out of bounds by the Lady Buffs, and that looks like it hit right on the toe. So Villarreal is going to be slow to kind of get up. They're going to take care of her momentarily. No score in the 51st minute here. Now the trainer's got to come over, and they're going to get Alexis Villarreal, the sophomore from Mansfield, over the near side. It's one of those that the ball got kicked, and I think she tried to kick it back and just kind of went off the wrong side of the foot. Hey, we'd like to recognize Mickey's Place as a proud sponsor of WT Athletics, located on the square at Canyon. Mickey's Place provides a modern twist on traditional Italian cuisine, along with non-Italian favorites. And WT Athletics would like to thank MetaDrive Pharmacy for their support of all our athletics. Located on 23rd Street, MetaDrive can assist you with all your pharmaceutical needs. MetaDrive is the official pharmacy of WT Athletics. I'd also like to recognize Lions Realty as a proud partner of WT Athletics. Give them a call at 806-358-3900. Lions Realty, official realtor of WT Athletics. And again, Villarreal is getting some attention. They're going to put this one in play. Here's a throw in. And so coming in for the Lady Buffs, Nicole Gray comes in to replace her. The Lady Buffs controller. Here's a shot. They lob it up across the midline. Trying to get it up ahead. Maria Francis has it, controls it. Now we'll bring it back toward the middle. Get some offensive help, waits for it. Now we'll bring it over toward the middle. Maria Francis trying to get it up to Ross Kelly. Brooke in the corner. Mendoza tries to get a shot on there. It's going to be bodied up. And here's a back kick, but that's going to go out of bounds. Maria Francis trying a back kick toward the goal, but that one's going to go out. And so it becomes a goal kick for St. Mary's. 37 minutes left in this first half. St. Mary's controls it, kicks it out on the far side. Trying to drive it across. It's Shelby Panagua. Over the scramble in the middle. Lady Buffs come away with it. Medical gets it up ahead. Oh, Silvestri is taken out. Scrambling in the corner with it is Nicole Gray. Comes across the middle trying to feed it to Maria Francis. And that's going to be a throw-in for St. Mary's. So the Rattlers will throw this one in. At Kenny Dean State Farm, we'd like to thank Kenny Dean for being a proud partner of WT Athletics. For great service and great rates, call Kelly Dean. Kelly Dean State Farm. Substitutes coming back in for St. Mary's for the Rattlers will be Junie Jerry. So Junie comes in. She'll be up front. St. Mary's puts this one in play. Drive it across the midline. Converging on the left side. It's taken away by the Lady Buffs, getting it away from Junior Ejiri. She gets it over on the near side to Barbara Smith. Smith crosses over in the middle. Shots blocked by the Lady Buffs. Out it comes. Medical falls down trying to clear out. She had somebody up ahead she wanted to free. Here's a shot. Judy couldn't get a header on it, and so that's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Lady Buffs. So just under 35 minutes left to play in this one. No score between St. Mary's and West Texas A&M. Waiting for the throw-in. There it is. Ria Francis kicks it back. Ross Kelly controls it. Boots it up ahead in the right corner, trying to get it ahead to Nicole Gray. Gray tries to run it down, but that just got away from her and goes out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. The Rattlers get set to put this one in play. So in it comes. Ross Kelly controls it for the Lady Buffs. Kicks it on the back line. Move it over to the near side. Britton kicks it up to Medical. Reagan has it tripped out of bounds. On both officials, that didn't go off of Reagan. That went off St. Mary's, but the St. Mary's bench showed it that way. Here's a kick ahead. Now G has it, takes it in the middle. And there is a push down. Let's see what this is going to be. This is going to be interesting. Yellow card is going to be shown. We'll watch the replay on this. And again, Junie Ejiri was trying to get ahead. Got a player in her way, so she just pushed her down. She got the yellow card. So they'll mark that one up. And getting set to put this one in play will be Reagan Heelan for the Lady Buffs. I'd like to recognize Dan Schumann, Edward Jones, as a proud partner of WT Athletics. Thank you for your continued support of our Buffs and Lady Buffs. Of course, we'd like to thank Amarillo National Bank for their support of WT Athletics. Amarillo National Bank, locally owned, family strong, here to stay. Heelan puts that up toward the midline, but St. Mary's controls it over on the near side. Now the Lady Buffs take it back. James over to Ross Kelly. Ross Kelly takes it away. Still a scramble for the loose ball. Comes over on the near side. St. Mary's attacks. Drive it back toward the middle. Now to Barbara Smith. Smith goes down in the corner. Lobs it toward the goal, and that one is in for a goal, as that is the first goal given up here at home in a while. And so that one kind of kicked high. Don't know that it was necessarily headed in by Ejiri, but Junie was able to get that one in, and St. Mary's takes the early 1-0 lead in the 57th minute. So 1-0 in favor of St. Mary's. They wind the clock. This is put in play. Ross Kelly kicks it back. They get it in the middle to James. Asha comes over on the near side, Silvestre. Ashley will drive it toward the middle. Maria Francis now with a breakaway. Comes up, kicks it over on the right side. There's a shot toward the goal, trying to get it in the corner to Nicole Gray, but she just couldn't get a really good kick at it. So that one goes out of bounds. It becomes a goal kick for St. Mary's. So St. Mary's, Franzo will control it, take her time. Goes over on the left side, and then they go back. So now with a 1-0 lead, they're going to try to eat some clock here. Mendoza takes it back the other way for the Lady Buff. She's tripped. Yep, and they're going to call that one. So Mendoza will get the free kick. And coming in to put that in play will be Emily Avila. So Avila gets set. .31 minutes left to play in this one. Vila lobs it up toward the goal. Coming up to grab it is Rebecca DiFranzo. Now she'll hold it. Let everybody clear. Kicks it up ahead on the near side. Garcia will dribble up toward the middle. It's taken away by Asha James. James will dribble up, still has it, still controls it. As it tripped up again, kicks it over on the near side, try to get it to Medical, but St. Mary's comes up and is able to come up and come away with it. Lady Buffs control it at the midline. Trying to get it up toward the middle. Junie Jerry controls it over on the right side of Barbara Smith. Smith runs into Kendall Britton. She takes it away. Come back the other way. Medical. Dribble over toward the middle. Feeds it up ahead. Maria Francis. Maria Francis. No call. A lot of contact. Go to the back line. St. Mary's knocks that one out of bounds. It'll be a Lady Buff throw-in. Under 30 minutes left. 1-0 in favor of St. Mary's on the goal by Junia Jerry. Russ Kelly controls it. Gives it to the back line. Goes back to Heelan. So Reagan Heelan will bring it out. Now we'll put her foot into it. It's going to be controlled. Lady Buffs have it. Back to the middle. Ross Kelly comes over on the near side to Medical. Reagan takes it in. Reagan's attacking now. It's got the numbers, 3-on-2. Takes it to the middle. Boots it. That one gets away. Running it down. Here's another opportunity. Shot toward the goal. And that's going to be a corner kick for the Lady Buffs. And we watch as Reagan Medical takes this one in and tries to go off with the left foot. And now it's knocked away by the goalie. And trying to come up with a loose ball, Nicole Gray. So Reagan Medical will put this one in play for the Lady Buffs. Corner kick is tipped up. It's alive. Trying to get it back toward the middle. Ross Kelly takes it down in the corner. And that's going to go out of bounds off Ross Kelly and will be a goal kick for St. Mary's. Rattlers lead this one 1-0. in the 62nd minute. Medical heads it up. Britton keeps that one alive for the Lady Buffs. Goes out of bounds. Chad Webb gets it, throws it in. He doesn't throw it in. He gives it to Britton to throw it in, or to James. James, nice move toward the middle. Asha powers it up. It's going to be off of a St. Mary's player. Franzo will come up and pull that one in. Over on the near side. St. Mary's controls it. Now getting ahead. Jerry with the theft. Barbara Smith has it. Takes it back toward the middle. Knocked away by the Lady Buffs. Rattlers still control it to Smith. Barbara gets around the defender. Keeps it in bounds. Lady Buffs will knock that one up. St. Mary's attacks. That's going to be hit back. Almost. Kicked the wrong way. Feed it up to James. This one is going to be booted up ahead. Now let's scramble for the loose ball. Goalie comes up and kicks this one away. It's going to go out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for the Lady Buffs. So Bean will get set to throw this one in. So Bean sends it in. Coming up on 25 minutes left in this one. Maria Francis takes it in the middle, gets a breakaway. It's a player that dives at her, still controls it. That's going to be kicked out of bounds, and that's going to be a corner kick for the Lady Buffs. So Asha James will go up. Get set to put this one in play. Reagan Medical back with her in the corner. Lady Buffs will line it up. That one's kicked out of the box. As Kelly sends it back toward the middle. Scramble for the loose ball. Gray knocks it around. St. Mary's comes away with it. It's going to be a throw-in for Zoe Bean. 5'9" freshman from Hutto puts it in play. Toward the middle to Gray. Quickly maneuvering, trying to fill up the field. That one controlled by the Lady Buffs to the midline. St. Mary's will send it back the other way. A couple of St. Mary's getting substitutes getting set to come in. Eliza Marion is one of those who will come in. So the subs coming in. Maggie Wireball, a junior from San Antonio, makes her presence as she comes in and throws this one in. Fischel wasn't ready. Headed up to Maria Francis. Trying to get it over to James. Francis. Trying to get it back to James. Silvestre controls it. Barbara Smith now comes up across the midline. Smith attacks, goes to the right side, trying to feed it into Junia Jerry. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Lady Buffs. Make it a goal kick. 22 minutes left to play in this one. 1-0. St. Mary's with the lead here on the road. Reagan Heelan will put this back in play, across the midline. Gray has it down in the right side. Nicole has it knocked to bounds, and it'll be a Buff throw in. Buffs get it on the near side, trying to get it to Maria Francis. It's going to be lobbed up, and that'll go out of bounds. So that'll be a Lady Buff throw in. Kendall Britton will put this one in play. Sophomore set. Lobs it to the inside. Medical sends it across on the right side over to Avila. Medical, she slides down trying to make contact with the ball. St. Mary's controls it. Over on the near side with it is Weyerbaugh. Silvestre controls it back the other way for the Lady Buffs. Trying to feed it up ahead. Now Barbara Smith has it. Tries to dribble through traffic over on the right side. And that one's going to go out of bounds. That'll be a Lady Buff throw in. Reagan Heelan will put this one in play. James has it. Come over on the near side, trying to get it up to Medical. It's going to be kicked too far and out of bounds. Substitute coming in for St. Mary's. Liza Marion will make her way back onto the field now. That's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a throw in for St. Mary's. Now it'll be a throw in for the Lady Buffs. So Kendall Britton will put this one in play. Another throw in for the Lady Buffs. Britton once again. Lobs it up ahead. Trying to get it to Maria Francis. But St. Mary's takes it back the other way. Medical. And there's a whistle. So quick substitute coming in for the Lady Buffs. Damaris Cruz comes in. A top clock stoppage for the Lady Buffs. Lady Buffs control it. Kelly trying to get it up ahead. And there's going to be a tripping call. Yellow card on Kendall Britton. You watch on the replay here, the ball comes over to the near side, and Britton just tries to go up and kind of a side swipe on that one, but contacted the player instead of the ball, so it'll be a free kick. St. Mary's gets set to put this one in play. This will be Jackie Miller. Miller lobs this one up. Ball is free. Knocked out, though, on the far sideline, so that will be either a throw-in for St. Mary's. Let's see if they're going to call that a corner or not. They're going to call that a throw-in. So St. Mary's gets set to throw this one in on the far side. It's headed back out by the Lady Buffs. Another throw in for St. Mary's. Just under 17 minutes left to play in this one. St. Mary's leads at 1-0. St. Mary's gets it in play. Try for a shot, but Heelan comes away with it, so she's going to control it and put it back in play. Puts her foot into it. Scramble for it at the midline. Lady Buffs come away with it. Get it over on the near side to Medical. Reagan crosses over. Tries to feed it up ahead, trying to get it to Nicole Gray in the corner, but St. Mary's able to come away with it and attack back the other way. Heelan puts that in play. Medical tried to head it. She runs into a St. Mary's player. Mendoza, nice move to get over on the right side. Still trying to control it, but St. Mary's comes away. Makes the theft. Britton fixes it up to Ross Kelly, to Medical. Try to get it to James. James. Gets it over. Shot on the left side. That's going to be wide. That was the Marius Cruz trying to put that one in play.
Entering the pitch for the Lady Buffs, number 26, Jordan Bearden.
So Jordan Bearden, freshman from San Antonio, comes in for Ross Kelly. So 1-0. St. Mary's with the lead. Just under 15 minutes left to play. Medical to Mendoza. Mendoza with a breakaway. Takes it toward the middle. Tries to feed it up on the left side to James. James had it breaking away nicely. Nice defense that time for St. Mary's. Coming up was Maggie Wireball. Wireball came up at the right time to take it away. James looked like she had a breakaway. Buffs have it. Take it back the other way. Now St. Mary's with this theft. They lob it up ahead on the right side. Giving chase. Liza Marion. Substitute getting set to check back in for St. Mary's, Alexis Garcia. She's going to come in, and Junia Jerry is the lone goal in this one today. Will come out. 13:30 left to play in this one. Lady Buffs put it in play. Loose ball's control over on the near side. Scramble for it. James with a theft. Gets it up ahead. Maria Francis. Contact, no call. Mendoza over on the right side. Cruz tries to set it up with the left foot. But St. Mary's has it the other way. Now it goes out of bounds. Nope, stay in bounds. Trying to work it up ahead. Now it goes out of bounds. And so it'll be a throw in for the Lady Buffs. WT Athletics would like to thank AOMS for their continued support of our athletes. AOMS, the official oral surgeon of WT Athletics, is committed to helping your family keep happy, healthy smiles. Lady Buffs attack. Bean has it over on the right side. Tries to feed it up toward the middle. Gets it to James. Asha. Tries to feed it to Ron, but that one doesn't go the way she wants it to. Coming up with 12 minutes left in this one. 1-0. St. Mary's with the lead. Rattlers attack. Go over on the far sideline. And coming up for a sliding stop, Reagan Heelan comes up and grabs a loose ball. Keeps that from going in. Quickly, the Lady Buffs put this one in play. Medical comes over to the near side. Gets it to Jordan Bearden. Bearden trying to get it to Maria Francis. Avila over on the right side. Gets it over to Zoe Bean. Bean back to Avila. Up to James. Lady Buffs attack. Now James has it in the middle. Tries to feed it to Maria Francis. Here's the offsides called on Lady Buffs. Local fans here didn't like that call very much. So that goes back to a goal kick for St. Mary's. 10.5 minutes left to play in this one. St. Mary's with a 1-0 lead. St. Mary's controls it. Official stops play. Stops the clock with 10:16 left to play. Pulls out a yellow card. It's going to be called a delay for St. Mary's. Start the clock. It's put in play over the head of everyone. It's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a WT throw-in. Trying to look back, and that was, I believe that it was the first goal scored against Reagan Heelan this season here at the pitch. I take that back. UT Tyler is able to score a couple here. Lady Buffs got the win. Lady Buffs control it over on the near side. Another trip. Another yellow card is going to be brought out. This one's going to go against St. Mary's. Emily Avila will put this in play. 9:30 left to play here in the match. 1-0. You see on the replay, here's the kind of the tackle from behind, one that didn't get called. And then one that they said play on after that one. So we go back to play. Lady Buffs get set to put this one in play.
I don't know if that's that.
Lady Buffs send everybody up. The official winds the clock. It's going to be booted up to the midline, or excuse me, up toward the box. And St. Mary's kicks that out of bounds. Quick throw in by the Lady Buffs. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. Nope. Controlled along the sideline by the Lady Buffs. Mendoza has that one kicked out from behind. Some substitutes getting set to come in for both teams. Coming back in for St. Mary's will be Junie Ajeri. And then coming in for the Lady Buffs, Sydney Hokup makes her first game action today. And so Emily Wood also comes in for the first opportunity today. Lady Buffs with a throw in. It's kicked out immediately. Clock continues to run. Coming up on the 8-minute mark. That's kicked out of bounds. And it comes. Crossover toward the goal. That one just wide. So it becomes a goal kick, and Kenny good goalie. DeFranza will take her time, bring it over, let somebody else kick it in, take as much time off the clock as they can. Scramble for that one. It's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. Thing about it, St. Mary's will be in no hurry to do anything coming up on 7.5 left in this one. So St. Mary's gets set to throw this one in. Lady Buffs control it. Over on the near side of Medical. Medical will bring it across the midline, sprinting. Trying to stay ahead of the defenders. Push from behind, no call. Comes up. Controlling it for the Lady Buffs is Wood. Emily goes over to the right side of Mendoza. Mendoza goes all the way on the right side. Right at the midline. Here's the pass to Maria Francis. And she's bodied up. No call on that one. Britton controls it. Takes it up. Feeds it toward the middle. Shot. And that's in there for a goal. What a shot. What a shot. And the Lady Buffs tie this one at 1 apiece. As we watch this one on the replay. And again, just a feed to the middle. And there's the left-footed put in by Emily Avila. And so once again, she scores and ties this one up at 1 apiece. 6:25 left to play. And we are tied. So Avila, who is kind of got a good streak going here, scored on Wednesday over at Eastern New Mexico. Scored last. A couple others got a substitute coming in for the Lady Buffs. Alexa Dugan, freshman from Carlsbad, New Mexico, is back in. Dugan, or Medical, gets it up ahead. She finds Maria Francis. Francis kicks it over to James. James attacks. James dribbles in the middle. Comes over to Medical. Reagan takes it toward the middle. Reagan has it taken away. Coming out and bringing it on the near side. Here's a boot up ahead, trying to get it up, but the Lady Buffs control it. Wood has it, gives it to Mendoza. Mendoza goes across field, gets it to Cruz. Demarius crosses midline. Demarius attacks in the middle, feeds it up to Maria Francis. She goes back on the right side. That's going to go out of bounds. And another substitute coming in for St. Mary's, in for the first time today. Or nope, checking Valerie Hoover checks back in. Freshman from McKinney. So throw in for St. Mary's. 1-1, we're tied. Lady Buffs are able to tie it up at the 6:25 mark. And it comes toward the middle. Cruz has it. Mears goes over to the right side. Here's a shot up ahead. Scramble for the loose ball. Some contact made. Ball is free. And timeout's going to be taken. A couple players go down with 4:32 left to play in this one. One of those is Maria Francis Saran, but she gets up. I think she's kind of checks it out. She's sort of okay. We see the replay. What happened? Here's the contact. It's going to be headed up right here, and Maria Francis comes in, and they both make contact with each other. The player down for St. Mary's is Liv Tovar. LeVay getting attended to by the trainer. They're going to help her up. So LeVay's okay. I'd like to thank Jimmy Fincher Body Shop for their support of WT Athletics. Equally skilled at repairing damages or customizing your vehicle, Jimmy Fincher is your top Amarillo body shop. And Journey Canyon Coffee is a proud supporter of WT Athletics. Stop in or drive through for your favorite hot or iced drink. Thank you for your continued support of our athletics. That's Journey Canyon Coffee. Still attending to Leve as Tovar, the junior from El Paso, Texas, is getting some attention from the trainer. And so they stop the ball with St. Mary's in control. So let's see, I think Lovey has to come out for a play. And maybe, no, they're going to let her stay in. 1-1, we're tied, 4:32 left to play. Ball's put in play. And that is going to be a throw-in for the Lady Buffs. Another substitute coming back in for each team. Coming in for St. Mary's, Sydney Varela. And also coming in for the Lady Buffs, Nicole Gray. Gray bodies that one up, controlled by Medical. Reagan feeds it to the middle. St. Mary's controls it, goes to the far side of the field. Lady Buffs get it back. Now scramble over to the far side. Lady Buffs get that up, and so it'll be a throw-in at midline for St. Mary's. 3:30 left to play in this 1-1 tie. Lady Buffs control it. Come over to the near side. With it, they get it up ahead to Medical. Medical has, whoa, almost does a flip. And they're going to call a foul on that one. Medical will put this one in play. Nope. Instead, it will be Kendall Britton who will put this one in play. And we'll change it again. It's going to be Emily Avila. Avila is ready to go. Stop with 2:55, puts her foot into it. Demarius Cruz runs it down, tries to keep it from going out of bounds, cannot. So it'll be a throw in for the Lady Buffs. Cruz. And so instead, somebody else will throw it into Cruz. Demarius will control it. Nope, coming away with it. Stealing it is Jerry. Jerry has it taken back the other way. Lady Buffs control it. Come over to the near side to James. Asha kicks it over on the right side. Mendoza, crossover in the middle. Maya still has it. Comes back to James. Asha boots it. Oh, just a little too high. Try to go top shelf on that one and just couldn't get it to fall in. 2 minutes left to play. Watch on the replay. Kind of size this one up, put her foot into it just over the top of the crossbar. Another substitute for St. Mary's as they let the clock run down to 1:45 left to play. So they get set to put this one in play. Lady Buffs send it back over on the near side. There's a header up. That's controlled. On the right side, here's a shot toward the goal. Coming up with it is Heelan. Reagan puts it in play. Tries to lob it up ahead. Looks to James. 1 minute left to play. Tied at 1. Here's a shot to Avila. Avila feeds it up ahead. They get it over to Gray. Scramble for it. Lady Buffs have it. Mendoza tries to drive it over to the right side. Gets it to Maria Francis. Feeds it up ahead. Here's a shot. Nope. Asha had it for a moment, but nice defense by St. Mary's, and they knock it out of bounds. Throw in for the Lady Buffs. 35 seconds left. And it comes. Demarius Cruz sends it toward the middle. Scramble for the loose ball. It's hit out to the midline. Lady Buffs control it over the near side. Here's a feed over to Medical. And then St. Mary's tries to kick it out, but it kind of a shank goes out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for the Lady Buffs. And it comes to Mendoza. Here's a shot toward the goal. Scramble for it. St. Mary's takes it, and that's going to end up. We're tied at 1s. That's how this one will end. Will be a tie here at home for the Lady Buffs. They will move to 12-1-3 on the season, while the Rattlers fall to 10-3-3 on the season. A 1-1 tie here at the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University. And again, a nice hard-fought one today for the Lady Buffs. We'll take a timeout. We'll do so and come back, go through our statistics, and then head down to the field for sideline interview. But first, this break. Again, 1-1's the final here for St. Mary's and West Texas A&M. We'll be back after this on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Delicious, refreshing, Pepsi.
The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef starts with Market Street. Market Street, where we do beef the best.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Well, welcome back to the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University, where the Lady Buffs and St. Mary's battle to a 1-1 tie here. And for the Lady Buffs, they fall to 12-1-3 on the year and 6-1-3 in the LSC, while St. Mary's falls to 10-3-3, 4-3-3 in the LSC. And again, both with 2 matches left on the scorecard. Buffs will be here against Oklahoma Christian on Tuesday night for senior night, and then hit the road to Texas A&M International. And so for St. Mary's, they will be at UT Tyler on the 25th, and then Lubbock Christian will be their last match of the season. When you look at our stats from tonight, again, WT had the statistical advantage, 13 shots compared to the 5 for the Rattlers. Shots on goal 6-2 in favor of WT. Saves 5 for the Rattlers, 1 for the Lady Buffs. Fouls 8-3 in favor of the Rattlers on that one. And corner kicks in favor of the Lady Buffs, 4-2. Again, this one finishes up with a 1-1 draw this evening, or this afternoon, I should say, here at the pitch. And again, Lady Buffs had a fight to the end and got that goal kick from a nice boot for the Lady Buffs from Emily Avila to tie it up at 1-1. And so that's how this one ends today. We'll take a timeout. We'll head down to the field and talk with Chad Webb and also Reagan Heelan in our post-game comments today. But first, this time out, this is the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome to Medi Drive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your health care needs.
Reagan Heelan joins us on the post-game show. Talk about the wind is kind of fun here today. It has to be a battle out there.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really had to play in any wind this season or do much, so it was just definitely different. We just had to adjust to the ball and couldn't really predict where it was going as much. We had to just kind of see what happened.
Well, you've been phenomenal here all season long, but especially here at home. I think UT Tyler had a couple, but other than that, nobody else has scored here at home. This one was kind of fluky today. I mean, it was, again, the wind kind of played with it a little bit.
Yeah, I just kind of misread it. I wasn't expecting it to fall in there, and she got a good touch, and I mean, it wasn't a whole lot I feel like I could do, but I mean, yeah.
I don't think so either, because it looked like it took a weird angle, kind of a header that kind of went in a different direction, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it hit off her knee, so it was just kind of,
Far view like a header, but
yeah, it was her knee. It was just kind of a weird bounce. I mean, yeah, it happens sometimes. So
it does indeed. Talk about this club this season, though. They played so well. Obviously, you guys are ranked number 15 in the country, and again, you come out here and play a very physical team today.
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing good all year, and our back line has definitely been really good for us. Yeah, they're just a physical team. We just had to, compete with them and just do what we had to do to try to make it a competitive game. But overall, I feel like everyone in the team has done really well this year.
Okay, you get a couple of days rest, and then you play here on a Tuesday night for senior night, so that'll be fun. Also, you know the importance of what's going on in the LSC.
Yeah, everyone's just trading games, tying, crazy stuff. I mean, I think this drops us probably to third, so try to stay in the top 4 so we can host first round of the tournament. But yeah, I mean, senior night, we have 6 seniors this year, so do our best to honor them and see what we can do that night.
All right, well, hopefully it's a lot of fun. Maybe not as much wind. Hopefully on Tuesday.
Hopefully there's not any wind.
Right.
Yeah.
Reagan Heelan joins us here on the post-game show. Reagan, thanks very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Reagan joins us, and we'll get Chad Webb in here in just a moment as Chad will make his way over here. Again, Lady Buffs will be at home as I can try to adjust my papers here a little bit. Oklahoma Christian will be here. There'll be a 7 o'clock start time here at the pitch, so we invite everybody to come on out and join us for that one on Tuesday evening as well. But again, Chad Webb steps in here, and again, hard-fought match. I mean, the ladies were going after it pretty good in this one today.
Yeah.
You
say so.
Okay. But no, really. I mean, go ahead.
We can play harder than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, if you're talking about Emily, number 2,
yes.
she showed her teammates an example of a senior and the leadership and the type of effort that's required. You know, she covered for everybody in the back, and when I put her up front for 1 minute, she scores the goal that ties the game.
Right.
Yeah, I just wish more of them would follow that example. But we did come from behind, and get a tie instead of a loss. So I guess that's good. People tell me that's good. I don't know.
Well, as far as statistically, we'll take that one as well. But the nice thing about it is you kept competing. And again, you were very aggressive. Once they got that goal, you stayed aggressive. And like you said, Emily Avila knocks that one in to tie it up.
Yeah, we like what you're talking about when we get so aggressive after we get scored on. Yes, I fully agree with that. But why don't we play like that before we get scored on? I don't understand.
Right.
So yeah.
So what do you do now? You got a couple of days, and then you play on Tuesday night. So you kind of a quick turnaround here at home. But anything you work on specifically, or is it just everybody's been through this so much, you just trying to get everybody rested up a little bit?
No, I mean we have to work on our defending. You know, we had so many shutouts in a row, and then we go to Portales and give up a goal, and we give up a goal today, and everywhere. You know, the front players defending, the midfield defending, and then the final piece. You know, that the goal that St. Mary's scored, we could have dealt with it.
Right.
We didn't. Right. So probably defending.
Yeah,
and we do need to get a couple kids healthy. You know, Reagan's hurting, Mia's hurting, Ashley's hurting.
Right.
Lex had to come out of the game, but I think she also got her 5th card, so she'll have to set out the next game anyway.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, some rest, but we got to work on defending, man.
Yeah.
We got to quit giving up goals.
Yeah. Well, you get to show that on Tuesday night. Oklahoma City comes over here, and so see what happens with that one.
Yeah, we'll try.
All right, Chad Webb, thank you. Appreciate it. Chad Webb joins us here on the post-game show. Again, a 1-1 tie with St. Mary's. And again, as far as the race is concerned, that moves WT to 12-1-3 on this season, and St. Mary's to 10-3-3. on the season. But for the Lady Buffs, again, trying to stay up there in the top echelon, as Reagan talked about, in the Lone Star Conference. That'll do it for our broadcast today. Big thanks, of course, to our Thunder Vision crew for doing the fine job in all this wind. You can see it's hard to hold anything out here today. Peyton Stokes, the director for this one today. And, of course, big thanks to our camera operators for really having to stay adjusted with this wind today. Kylie Miller and Dalila Adeyemi King. Congratulations on them for just battling the wind today. Again, conditions weren't ideal. The Lady Buffs will take a 1-1 tie with St. Mary's. That'll do it here from the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University. I'm Bryce Sheets. Till the next time, right here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.